It is November 2021 and VR headsets are now so small they fit in these kind of small boxes, and you would carry them around in thermos bottles according to HTC, because this here is the new HTC Vive Flow. And in this video I'm going to unbox it and the thermos bottle, and I'm going to let you know about my first impressions. Also, we're going to find out how this headset actually looks on real people when you don't Photoshop that on $9 stock photos. So absolutely stay tuned, watch the whole video, because all of this goodness is coming up. Welcome back to MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ang, and if you are excited about virtual reality, and again you are because you're watching this, absolutely subscribe to this channel and click on the bell button so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Let's unbox that thermos first, because, well, we've been teased about it for weeks, and here it is. This is the case of the Vive Flow, and people who pre-ordered, like me, got it for free. Fantastic. So this is not aluminum, this actually is just plastic, and therefore it is quite light. Now inside you have some kind of fabric coating so that you're not going to scratch the Vive Flow if you use the case to carry it around, and that's what it's made for. Overall, nothing special, and well, I hope it's not going to be more expensive than $20, because it is not worth more than that. Anyways, now let's do it. Let's unbox the Vive Flow. This is going to set you back $499, and well, here it is. Here is the Vive Flow. Let us first check out what's in this smaller box here, and we find this little pouch, and we find a USB-C to C cable. And here is the pouch. Great that they put it there. Very nice. You can transport it in this. And here is the USB-C to C cable. And this one, you use it to connect your Vive Flow to a power source, like for example, a power bank or your phone. And here it is, the Vive Flow. The form factor really is something special because, well, this is the first VR headset actually that comes in this kind of super small form factor. And build quality, as always with Vive, is really good. So you cannot complain about the build quality at all. Everything is just as it's supposed to be. Design-wise, well, it has this super reflecting glasses in front, and then you also see there are two cameras actually in the front, and these are responsible for 6 DOF tracking of the device. Unfortunately, right now they don't support hand tracking yet, but I'm telling you, they should absolutely do that, and I am hopeful that they will include that in a future update. This headset is a standalone headset, so you do not need a computer to run this, but you will need an Android phone actually to use as a controller, and if you want, you can also cast your screen into the device. iPhone users, bad luck, no chance to use this headset. The lenses are pancake lenses. These are clear lenses, and that's good. And you can also change the diopter setting, and that is amazing for glasses wearers because you do not have to wear glasses with the Vive Flow. The facial interface, you can take it off. And now let me show you how flexible the side pieces are. So no matter how big your head is, you will be able to use the Vive Flow. And let me also show you the diopter setting. Actually, you just have to turn that wheel here and you can change your diopter if you're short-sighted. The device also has active cooling, how they say. Well, it's a fan and this is going to blow. The question is just going to be, how loud is it going to be? And for these devices that have loudspeakers just like this and where you're supposed to not wear headphones, I never think it's a great idea to have actually a fan. Here is the microphone, and well, still talking about the sound, if you want, you can also use your Bluetooth headset, so this will work as well. And does it fit into the thermos? Yes, perfectly fits. Alright, so here it is, the most famous thermos of the VR world. We're going to put this aside and we're going to look at this here, the Vive Flow. And in terms of form factor, this really is something. This is super light, 189 grams. Compare this with the 500 grams of the Quest 2. So you do see you have a very big reduction here. And let's put this on and let's find out how it looks on real people. So I cannot see myself, so you have to be the judge here. How does it look? Please do leave your comments down in the comment section. I would love to know what you think of this. So now this is supposed to fit all kinds of head sizes, since this is kind of like a design where you could like extend this if you have a huge head like this. And if you have a smaller head, this should still fit. And in terms of how it feels now on my face, I can tell you that it is really light. It is completely different as compared to wearing something like the Quest 2. I also think the Quest 2 is nice if you have like a different head strap. So it's not going to be so front heavy, right? If you have something that's more balancing, that will be better. But here it's just like some glasses that I wear, probably some heavier sunglasses. That is nice. However, what I do feel here is this part here, the side pieces, they kind of press into my head here since it has this kind of spring-loaded design. So this is something to watch out for, how it's going to feel when you wear this for a longer period of time. But other than that, it is absolutely light, and 189 grams, that is really something. All right, let's get this party started. So I have downloaded the Vive app to my Android phone, and you need an Android phone. It's not going to work on your iPhone. I do have the cable ready here for the energy, and well, I'm going to put it back here. And the other part, I could put it into a power bank. I could put it into the USB port in the plane seat in front of me, or I can also put it here into my phone itself. So that's what I'm going to do now. And now, the magic should happen here. And yes, I see the Vive Flow logo here. All right, good. This works already. And I can tell you already now that I prefer the picture of the Vive Flow to the picture quality of the Focus 3. That sounds crazy, right? But I must tell you, I have a way nicer binocular overlap here for the Vive Flow as compared to the Focus 3. And this has clear lenses, clear pancake lenses, and I also prefer those clear pancake lenses over the Fresnel lenses of the Focus 3 and the Pro 2. Interesting, right? So anyways, I see the Vive logo now, and the good thing is also I can adjust now the diopter, and this is something that I really want for all headsets in the future, so I don't have to wear my actual glasses. So I know my diopter, but I can also just like do a try and error here until I find the perfect setting. And yeah, here we go. Okay, we're still at the Vive logo, and now something happens. And what happens, I'm simply going to show you through the lens footage now. Yes, this is the Vive Flow filmed through the lens, and it looks good. It looks really good. I really like these clear pancake lenses, because with these lenses you don't have any God rays and it's simply super clear. And as you can tell, the picture quality is good. Resolution is 1600 by 1600. That is between the Quest 1 and 2, but because of the great lenses, actually this does look very close to the Quest 2. FOV-wise, it is actually bigger than you would expect from such a small device. It's smaller than the Quest 2, but not much smaller. So this is absolutely good enough for watching your media. It's pretty interesting. Actually, I prefer the picture of the Vive Flow to the one of the Focus 3 from HTC, simply because the lenses are so much better, and this one actually has a huge binocular overlap that the Focus 3 and the Pro 2 do not have. Here you see the main menu, and you see it flickering only because my camera has a different kind of refresh rate than the 75 Hz here of the Vive Flow. What you see here right now is the Viveport store. And in this Viveport store, you will actually find a lot of games and apps. I was surprised by how many apps they actually have. And for the games and apps, they are actually more of that Gear VR, Oculus Go, daydream time. So from probably 2016, a bit older, you will definitely not find the latest stuff that you, for example, can find on the Quest 2. But you can find the Vive productivity apps, like for example, Vive Sync and Engage. But unfortunately, the controls are really not good enough. More about that later. All right, at least you saw some through the lens footage and you saw the visuals are actually nice. I really like those pancake lenses, those clear lenses, because, well, there is absolutely no God rays whatsoever. It's absolutely clear, and you have that diopter adjustment. And I love it. It's so cool that you don't have to wear your glasses in VR and everything is crystal clear. That is really cool. And these lenses also help in terms of the picture quality in general, in terms of the resolution. So the resolution is not as high as the Quest 2. It's 1600 by 1600, but because of those great lenses, actually, the visuals are fine. It's somewhere between Quest 1 and Quest 2, but closer to Quest 2 thanks to the great lenses. And one thing is really great, the binocular overlap. This has the biggest binocular overlap that I've ever seen in a VR headset. So it's very comfortable to see the screen and everything in beautiful 3D, and that works fine. Unfortunately, I did not get my screen recordings of the device, which show you how I cast my Android phone into the Flow. And well, in my opinion, that is the actual best use case for the device. It really works well. So you have a huge screen, your phone screen floating in front of you, and it's tracked in 6 degrees of freedom, so you can move your head and it stays there. And well, then you can simply use all your apps. You can watch Netflix, you can watch Disney Plus, YouTube, or whatever you have on your phone, and it's really good. You can change the position of the screen. If you want to lie down, you can put it to the ceiling, no problems whatsoever. You can zoom in and zoom out, make it bigger and smaller. You can change the orientation, and you would control everything with your phone. A laser pointer comes out of it, and that works fine for these 2D applications. That 3DOF controller is fine. And you can also play the games that you have on your phone, but remember, you are casting it, so there is some latency involved, probably like a second or so, so you can't really play games that need your fast reactions. But if you want to play something like Kingdom Rush, I like to play like a tower defense game where you don't need actual like immediate interactions, like in a racing game, for example, that will also work fine. So I can absolutely see myself using this on a long transatlantic flight in order to watch my Netflix offline, which works because I'm using the app, right? And also to play some simple Android games. Now, what doesn't really work well, and that in my opinion is a missed opportunity, is the VR part. So the VR apps that you can find in the Viveport store, that's actually a best of the Daydream, Gear VR, and Oculus Go area. So games from 2016 or 17. There are also some new ones like the Vive productivity apps like Vive Sync and Engage, which is great, that's on there, and also VR chat. But unfortunately, all these apps are really like not very easy to control because you need to use your phone as a 3DOF controller. And honestly speaking, that is such a pain in 2021 where we are so used to 6DOF controllers. And honestly speaking, like those productivity apps, Engage, Vive Sync, and so on and so forth, they don't really work well with that 3DOF controls. Actually, it is a pain to use it. Also, for those people who come new into VR, and when HTC says, hey, but Sebastian, that is not for you enthusiasts, that's for new people. Okay, I get it, but the new people, they can also, in 2021, pick up a Quest for $300, and they can play games like Resident Evil 4 with perfect 6DOF controls. So, in my opinion, that is not a good argument to say, well, it's for beginners and it's for people who want to meditate. And I believe that this targeting with people meditating is really off. This could be a fantastic media viewer, and it really is. Like casting the screen works fine. And it could also be great for light productivity if HTC would get rid of these bad 3DoF controls and instead go for hand tracking. Because, well, there are 2 cameras in this device, right? And, well, hand tracking should be possible with them. So if HTC pulled it off and changed all of that control schemes, that bad 3DoF control schemes of those productivity apps like Vive Sync and Engage and also probably VR Chat, right? Then this would be a really cool device. But like it is right now, it is a media viewer that works fine for Android. And then for $500, it is expensive. All right, and that's it for my unboxing and for my initial impressions of the Vive Flow. Very soon, you're going to get my full MRTV review on mrtv.co, and for sure, I'm going to let you know. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think of the Vive Flow? Is it something that you would pick up? Please do let me know down in the comment section of this video. And of course, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV, absolutely do that now. If you don't want to miss any of my upcoming videos, also do click on the bell button. All right, that's everything that I got for you, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode.